And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First for the Suns, Jason Kidd is out there with Johnson. We've got Williams, a very solid big man who'll be making every effort to control the glass and make some big plays under the rim. And it's Manning in a power forward position. And for Philadelphia, Allen Iverson out there with Jerry Stackhouse. We've got Williams. He'll be battling under the boards to get the job done, both on offense and defense. And it's Coleman in at the force line.
You know, for so long, the Suns had been one of the stronger teams in the West and typically could just blitzkrieg Eastern Conference teams with their offense. That's not the case anymore. It really was the East that got the better of the Suns last season.
Now here's Iverson. Shot clock at 6. There's the pass to Stackhouse. With the fadeaway. Rebound by Williams. Well, back to the Suns against the Eastern Conference. They really seemed to flounder at times, and they had to travel to the East Coast. And, Steve, even when they hosted teams in the desert.
You know, all good things must come to an end. And the Suns' dominance over the East wasn't going to last forever. Because, remember, for many years, the Suns just ran roughshod over the Eastern Conference. But only 8 wins in their 30 games against the East. That was by far the lowest total of anybody in the West.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, you know, when you play against the teams in the West, you need to have a solid front court or you're going to struggle. And last year, the Sixers thought they had the answer with Andrew Bynum, but he never played a game for them, so they really struggled against the West.
And Stackhouse kicks to Iverson. Iverson right side. Ball's knocked loose. Kidd with the steal. Left side Kidd. And stolen by Iverson. And now just over a minute played here in the first. The finger roll finish at the bucket. And trouble it was for the 76ers against the West, Clark, as you were talking about. They would end up with just a 12-18 record against the conference. And many wondering, Steve, what could have been.
Well, and 12-18 isn't actually that bad considering, you know, the state of the roster with the injuries and the new players. So I thought all in all, the 76ers fought hard most of the year, but they just didn't have enough in the tank.
And Philadelphia has possession. The Suns making a switch here. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Bryant with a screen on Iverson. Kidd kicks to Bryant. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Davis dishes to Stackhouse. Allen Iverson on the wing. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. And the Suns making a change here. Good on both. Here's Nash. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Suns on top, up by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. If you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what are you guys seeing?
And they've done a nice job here offensively to establish a rhythm and a pace to this game.
And I like that they're finding ways to score, playing well here, Steve. Well, there's a new ownership group in Philadelphia as of 2011, and in this offseason, they pulled the trigger and brought in new leadership in the front office. Looks like they're jumping on the analytics bandwagon, hiring the former brain trust.
Really shaking. Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move, and 2 big points, too.
.102 left in the first half of basketball. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Outside, Davis. Back to Iverson. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
That's not what they needed there, that's for sure.
And Phoenix making a change here. And so here's Phoenix. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. To the middle, number 23. And the layup's good off the glass.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
The 76ers trail by 4. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. The Suns making a switch here. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the half. Passes to Walters. 5 on the clock.
5 seconds.
Here's Weatherspoon. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Lets it go from the wing. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we're through 2 here in a good one. Suns lead by 4. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And coming your way now, the Monday edition of our halftime show. Let's get it started. The Suns are off to a good start. Offensively, they're dialed in. Guys working hard together. They're getting to their spots, and they're hitting the shots that count. Some nice play so far from Steve Nash. No big numbers by his name in the box score, but he's doing the little things out there to try and get his team the win. And for Philadelphia, they've really been battling. Their offense has been firing on all cylinders. It's been a thing of beauty. Our game's top scorer, AI, Allen Iverson. He hasn't put up overwhelming numbers, but without him, where would they be so far in this one? That's it for us here in the studio. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. We've seen Allen Iverson really have a great game.
Yeah, he had a sensational first half, which was made, I think, even more significant given the amount of extra defensive help was paid to him.
Yeah, but for him, it's nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, we don't expect anything less. And I'll bet he continues to do the same kind of damage through the final 2 quarters. Well, you know, the Suns dropped from being a team that could fight for a playoff spot to the cellar of the West last season, and much of that you could attribute to how much they struggled on the road.
There's the feed to Stackhouse. Shoots from the line. That's good. Stackhouse has got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Philadelphia. Well, the Suns did have a lot of trouble on the road, as you were saying, Clark. Only managed to win 8 games as the visiting team. Steve, the entire season. That's not good.
Well, 8 wins is unacceptable, and it actually tied the Suns with the Kings for the fewest road wins in the entire conference. So, look, this is a young team. They have a lot of learning to do. They've got to add talent. I think the rebuilding project has started, and they're going to get better, but it's still going to take some time. Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
The Suns leading. Back to Williams. Outside Kidd. Suns moving the ball around. Shoots. Nice shot from the wing. Here's Stackhouse. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Allen Iverson on the wing. Here's Weatherspoon. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. Number one. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Phoenix shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for. And the 76ers making a change here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. We got 22 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Back to Iverson. He dishes it to Stackhouse. Pass to Iverson. Iverson left side. Here's Stackhouse. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. The 3rd quarter comes to a close. Phoenix ahead. They're up by 4. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The 4th quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. The 76ers trail by 4. Weatherspoon defended by Manning. There's the dish to Williams. He kicks it to Stackhouse. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Iverson. The shot. No good from Stackhouse.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Poked loose and stolen by Iverson. Iverson right side. Stackhouse the pass to Iverson. Dishes it to Stackhouse. 6 on the shot clock. And it's blocked by Manning. On the wing, Johnson. Iverson covering. Feeds it to Williams. Pass to Johnson. Williams with the block. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. There's 45 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Kidd against Iverson. Connects. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, what a basket, and at the perfect time.
How about the courage and backbone of this guy? Wow.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. 6 to shoot. Picked by Williams. Number 1. But he recovers it. Back to Kidd. Kicks to Johnson. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you got to freeze the clock. I mean, that's the enemy in this situation.
A few misses at the line, and they're in good shape.
And that's an intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And Philadelphia calls time here. They're behind by 3. 1 second left in the 4th quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
They need a 3 here, so they need to make sure they sub in all of their best shooters, because with under 2 seconds remaining, you have to catch and shoot it quickly.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
Thanks for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, This is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time. But first, let's check out the Jordan player of the game.